so last year you watched the markets make nothing but money, and you, whom are brand new to investing, watched and waited and finally mustered up enough courage to put your first bit of hard-earned capital into the market at the absolute peak, and now you are down. What do? Well, today we're about to find out. Let's jump in. Hi, I'm Joe Macek, and unlike most financial YouTubers out there, I am a licensed investment advisor and portfolio manager for IA Private Wealth. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Investing Made Simple, where you can find the most trusted information on building your net worth fast. If you have started investing recently, the markets have not been too kind to you. And these days, it may seem like every time you buy on a red day, you might feel like you were single-handedly crushing the price of your stock with your mouse click. But have no fear, my friends, because this video is for newer investors that recently took the plunge. You can't say that. This video is for newer investors that recently decided to take the dive. Don't think I can say that either. This video is for newer investors that recently decided to educate themselves about stocks and purchase some of the most amazing businesses there was to buy at somewhat higher valuations. And today I'm going to talk to you about how you can get through this, because I am not just a fair weather investment advisor portfolio manager, my friends. I am here for you through it all. The good, the bad, the ugly, the insane, anything the market throws at you, we are going to face it together. But as always, before we get too deep into the video, I'd like to go through my usual disclaimer. It's this one, and the long and the short of it is, before you make any decisions surrounding your money based on any video you see on YouTube, even the ones with licensed investment advisors and portfolio managers, please take the time to consult with a fully licensed professional, or feel free to reach out to me on a one-on-one basis. My contact details are also now provided in the description below. The other thing you need to do is completely pulverize that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, just sail over it, as it really helps out my channel. And if you happen to like these videos, I would be thrilled if you would just hit that subscribe button and darken that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload mesmerizing content such as Market Neutral, When Has Anything Sounded So Boring Saved So Many People's Bacon, and Do You Loan or Do You Own? Here's a hint. You should own. Did I say mesmerizing? Yes. Mesmerizing. Okay, now back to our video. So the past 6 months for you, the new investor, must seem very bleak. Just about everything that you saw in the markets worked in 2020 and in 2021. And now the market has started to reverse itself. The unfortunate part is you started to put your money in at the very top of the market. And after all, it wasn't because you didn't do your homework. You did your research. You watched other finance YouTubers. You saw how much of a killing they were making. You bought those same great companies. You put your hard-earned money to work on the dips. You did everything you saw everyone else said they were doing. And you look at your account and it doesn't look like everyone else's. You are down. You are losing money almost every day. And when there is a bit of green, it pales in comparison to the red that you've gotten and continue to get. And now doubt and anxiety are starting to creep in, along with fear and all the emotions common to someone that is losing their hard-earned capital. You start thinking to yourself, I'm just gonna hold off on buying because it's gonna get a lot worse. And while you hold off on buying, you start doing even more research, because you must have missed something. But everything you read, any analyst you see on TV, any YouTuber that has given you the disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, has told you that your companies are amazing companies and they are poised for excellent growth. Yet there they are. They are not growing. And if that isn't enough, well, you see another bad day and you have been told to buy the dip, and so buy the dip you do once again. And once again it goes down again and again and again until finally you can't take it anymore. You give up. You stop buying. Because after a while, your belief fundamentally changes. 6 months ago, investors widely said, I can't see how the markets are going to go down. Now you are starting to doubt whether the markets will ever come back up again. You are starting to think it will take years. In fact, it will probably be decades for the markets to ever reach such highs again. You now believe the markets are probably going to go lower, much much lower, and then in your final hour of despair and grief, you sell, never to return to the stock markets again. And as you make the final sale on your final company and it hits the ask on the market, you mutter to yourself, the markets just aren't for me. From now on, I will just buy guaranteed investments. At least I know I'm gonna make money. Now, I know I am making things a bit dramatic here, but I am trying to describe a part of you that could be responsible for most, if not all, of the terrible decisions when it comes to investing, your emotions. In fact, I believe your emotions are the single greatest threat to your success as an investor long term. Why? Because your emotions are extraordinarily powerful, especially negative ones. They're so powerful, in fact, they help blind the logic and reasoning centers in our brains, making it almost impossible to make any kind of decisions with any kind of clarity in several different ways. In this article from Psychology Today, a few interesting things can pop out which can help us understand the negative and positive emotions surrounding investments and the investment process. For instance, it describes that a worried person is motivated to reduce uncertainty and eliminate the discomfort. Well, it's pretty obvious that volatility, specifically losing money in the stock market, can cause an awful lot of worry. And when that happens, you are naturally motivated to reduce that uncertainty and eliminate that discomfort by selling your shares. It also goes on to say that time estimates can be distorted by our emotions. When we are anxiously waiting for something to happen, we experience a slower passage of time. When we're having fun, the time seems to just fly right by. So in short, when the markets aren't treating you well, it seems like it's going to be a lot longer than it actually is. And when you're doing great in the markets, well, it's going to seem a lot shorter. It all makes sense if you really think about it. When you are training hard for a race, let's say, it gets pretty uncomfortable and you are highly motivated to stop when you feel those aches and pains. However, if you can just push through those uncomfortable areas, many athletes go on to find higher levels of performance. The stock market is no different. For you, it's an endurance test, a test of will. Can you push through those tough emotional barriers and go on to find higher levels of performance? Can you ignore those emotions and do whatever it takes to stay on course? If your emotions are your greatest threat to your success as an investor, then quite simply, you must strive to minimize or eliminate emotion from your investment decisions. You must invest without pity or remorse or fear, like the Terminator.
It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely will not stop. Ever.
That's right, the Terminator. This is my favorite character to help illustrate how you have to be when you invest. A machine. The Terminator is that machine. It can't be reasoned with. It can't be bargained with. It doesn't feel any fear or remorse or pain, and it absolutely will not stop until it's completed its mission. As a new investor, what's your mission? Your mission is simple, but it's not easy. Your mission is to stay invested. Your mission is to buy great companies when they are on sale and do it again the very next day if they sell off again. Your mission is to consistently add to your net worth by paying yourself first. No matter what the news headlines are tomorrow, no matter what the Federal Reserve does, no matter what happens in the world, your job remains the same. The market will do whatever it can to get you to sell your great companies at the absolute worst time possible when you feel fearful, and then buy them back again at also the worst time possible when you feel most greedy. Eliminate your fear, your remorse, your greed, your excitement. Mentally become the machine that is the Terminator, and you will remove one of the single greatest threats to your investment success. I really hope you take this video and use it as a mental reset for yourself, as I have really enjoyed making it. If of course you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me on a one-on-one basis, as I would be happy to answer anything more that you might need. Once again, I want to thank you for joining me here today at Investing Made Simple, where you can find trusted information on how to build your net worth using all types of investments fast. Please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, as it really helps out my channel. And if you like my content and you want to be kept in the loop with all of my latest videos, I would be thrilled if you would just hit that subscribe button and darken that notification bell. Until next time, this is Joe Macek for Investing Made Simple. See you soon.